learners are mostly in that context. Unemployed, partly employed people, differently able children who cannot go to the formal school system, and minorities group. The course delivery mechanism is basically in this manner. Most of the open school they follow. Of course, NIS, this is the model. We still struggling to derive and means a more workable model. If you see the model, it is a multi-channel, multi-delivery mode which is being used. It is not only a single mode of instruction which plays the significant role, like what happens in the formal classroom system. It is mixture of technology supported learning and mixture of a multi-channel delivery mode. It is used, radio is used, television is used, print material, no doubt it plays a very significant role. Even audio video cassettes, internet learning, teleconferencing, all these are the mixed mixed designed model which facilitates the learning. The context of the secondary and senior secondary, when we say that I've given just an example of NIOS where the secondary education, even though some of the courses we have been offering in regional medium, we have 7 regional medium of course, and also at the senior secondary level, our policy is around 85 vocational courses are there, along with some life enrichment program. These are the things are available, and most of these things are adopted by the state open school as well. How we should augment the learning resources? These are the resources. If we say that learning has to be facilitated through a resource creation, then how these learning resources to be created? We have to have a digital library in every school. Since open school is heavily dependent on the formal schooling system, so in that context, RMSA has to think very, very significantly how to create the digital system, the ICT supported learning materials, which could be used by the open schooling system as well. So these are the basic resources needs to be created if we have to see that RMSA goals are to be achieved in a stipulated time which has been framed by the end of the 12th five-year plan. This basically, the ICT resource room, every school should have, linking it with EduCert, launching of secondary and vocational education TV channel. In fact, we have TV channel after the EduCert was launched. For the higher education, agriculture, professional education, we don't have a TV channel on secondary and vocational education. No TV channel is there for school education. This is the sad, even though Prasar Bharati had given the emphasis while giving the permission to for launching of the Gyan Darshan for 6 channels, and one of these channels was supposed to be secondary and vocational education. It has not taken off till that. So RMSA has to focus on this particular aspect as well. Linking with community radios. There are so many radio stations. We use radio for FM channels for listening to the musics, all these things, but we don't want to use it for education. This is the problem as far as this country is concerned. Integration with ICT at school project. There is a ICT at school project. Every secondary schools or senior secondary schools are being provided with the computer facilities. But all simply providing computer will not serve the purpose. Even creating the learning resources will be a basic issue. The RMSA has to focus in this aspect as well. We have to have a very workable PPP model. As you may all be knowing that the World Bank has said that whatever money you spend on universalization of primary, elementary education, you have to create the provision, double create the provision for universalization of secondary education. So the task before us is very, very significant, and in that context, unless we tap the resources available from the private partners, it will be impossible to achieve the target of the RMSA as has been created under the policy. You have to, the PPP has to be in the base on the context of development of infrastructural facilities, whether it is ICT supported or even non-ICT supported facilities. Support to non-educational services like catering, transportation, etc. These are the things which is already, these models are available. ICT based support services, creating the ICT classrooms, laboratories, these are the things which has to be taken with the help of the PPP. If you see the model schools that is launched in this country, what are these things? It is based on the PPP model only. The teacher training, since there when it comes to the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, it is a single strategy of all teachers will have to be given training on a particular forum, particular subjects. But here we have a diversified subjects. So teacher training by the simple government institutions, I don't think so will be able to do a justice into that. You have to have more private partner got into this particular aspect and give the training in a more focused manner. Management and operation of staff, even outsourcing of the whole activities related to school education, and so because always there is a means a financial crunch. Even government of, whether it is state government or government of India, it is very difficult to create the staff. So we have to have the resources tapped through the PPP model for management of the schooling education system and facilitating teaching services. This is there, now we have to think of a model which should have a convergence with the formal schooling. We have to create a ICT based resource support. Selection of appropriate technology, that is also very important. It is not that we use radio for something, we use television for something without any meaningful assessment that how this has created means a reach to the masses. There are some technology which reaches to the masses. There are some technology which cannot reach, just cannot reach. But if we have a one standardized system of reaching to those, making the provision under the technology, it is not going to work anyway. Systematic development of learning objects. In fact, my personal experience, I find that many people approach me, they want to get associated, but when I ask them that you show me the learning objects based on the content areas, many of them they fail, that they are unable to show it. So what I request that we have to have more learning objects developed, which has to be subject based and which leads to the competency development of the children. Then only it will be meaningful, and then only those things should be made available with the support of the ICT. In fact, we should go for developing more open educational resources. If we have to upscale this what we are talking today, then we have to have a very significant mechanism where all these materials, whatever we develop, should go free of cost, should not have any copyright issue. This is what is the basic thing which we need to think about. How to provide online support to the students. This is another thing. There are I know some agencies, they do even one-to-one mentoring. Those type of things, how it should get integrated into this particular model, we have to think. Use mobile very extensively. 40 million mobile users are available in this country. We use SMS for buying the things, for advertising the things, but we don't want to use mobile for education purpose. Integrate the mobile technology into the ICT supported learning and develop a workable learning management system, LMS. Then only this will work more effectively. Thank you very much.